Hey, what is up guys? My name is BobLyn, aka PabLoon, and welcome back to another video. So, I'm out on the open seas, probably somewhere in the northern Atlantic. Can't really tell you where I am, but this is a pre-recorded video, and most of the videos you've been seeing throughout the week and the past weeks have been pre-recorded since, well, I'm not home right now. I'm actually doing World of Warship splits in real life. Well, luckily it's not real life. It's not actually World of Warship splits because luckily we are not at war with anyone. But I am sailing on an actual warship, which is one of my favorite pastimes. So I'm both playing the video game where you sail a warship, and I do it in real life. Which, I mean, could you get anything better? In my case, no. And today I want to show you guys a kind of fun game I had with Red Gaming Dino here. We're playing the Kremlin. The maxed out Kremlin Dino is playing the Moskva, and we're gonna be tanking this whole game. We're gonna be holding off a push against two Alaskas, which is gonna be hilarious, and we're gonna be retaking the caps to actually win the game in this Kremlin. Now, a lot of people say the Kremlin is bad, and I am here to show you guys that if you max this thing out and put Kuznetsov, a legendary mod, and think of it more as a tank and a battering ram than a BB sniper, which it's definitely not, you will see a lot more success. I certainly believe that. So obviously I am not out on the ocean while recording this. I'm still at home, so my voice is kind of still wrecked. That's what I talked about in my video about positioning, that there would be some videos where my voice would be a little bit wrecked. The Marseille one too that I uploaded. So you're just gonna have to deal with it, guys. It's either that or zero content in 2 months, and I decided on, well, you guys can deal with it. You know, it's just my voice. But wait. Oh, well, just watch this. Just watch this. Yoink. Bye bye. Beam me up, Scotty. Got beamed up by the Kremlin stellinium guns. Me and Red here are actually completely alone against pretty much their whole team, it seems like, at this point. We got a Friesland and 2 Alaskas pushing into C, and then we have their BB force up between B and A. We do have a DD who's flanking around, but this Friesland is going to be my main problem. This guy is pretty much hindering me to push in, and I'm trying to take over for Red here. I don't want him to be the frontmost target because I'm the one to tank. Now, that is very important when you're playing a Kremlin, or any BB for that matter, that has a substantial amount of health and armor, is you gotta think about tanking, man. You are a damage sponge, and especially this ship right here with the heals and the legendary commander we're running, we should definitely be tanking. And what we're doing now is just pulling the fire away, kiting away, making sure that they waste their time trying to shoot me, and then we're gonna be turning in. It's at this point that I tell Red in the Moskva next to me that I'm gonna be turning in, Red. I'm gonna be turning in, and we're gonna be taking this cap because we have 0 caps at the moment. And this Alaska here, these 2 Alaskas to be precise, they are gonna feel the power of stellinium AP from both the Moskva and the Kremlin. I mean, we kind of go hand in hand because the Kremlin is situated in Moskva, but you know, all of that aside, this is a fun combination to do. So, what would I rate the Kremlin? Now, I'm gonna rate it actually quite high compared to what a lot of people have told me about it, because every single game I've played in the Kremlin has been enjoyable. I mean that seriously. The guns can be somewhat imprecise at times, but mostly I think they're very consistent, and I would rate Kremlin at a solid 7 out of 10. It's not a average ship, it's not below average, it's actually above average if you ask me. You have 70,000 HP, and when you put Kuznetsov on this, negative 5% damage from enemy shells is quite a lot of 70%, 70k HP. Like we established, a Vermont salvo of 10k damage is gonna, this skill is gonna decrease 500 damage off of that as we just take out the Alaska and the Friesland at the same time. Luckily, I had a very competent cruiser player, Red Gaming Dino, here on my side, who goes down here unfortunately from the flanking Yamato. If I did not have Red, I would not have won this fight without a doubt. And now we're gonna go in close to this Alaska, and we're gonna show him what AP is at close range. Like, ideally Kremlin is a close range ship. On PC, it is meant to be fighting close, because the dispersion works kind of like it gets worse the further out it gets. It's really bad at max range. But at close range, you can aim for citadels, you can aim for turrets, you can do anything. And we're gonna blast this guy to Kingdom Come. So see ya, Alaska. Respect for playing that ship. It's great, but you gotta go. So now it's just this Yamato left. We're at 103k, and we definitely had a good DD player on our team. We're actually not gonna get the MVP this game because of this Östergötland out there, who has done the right thing and capped every single cap while they were preoccupied with other stuff. Like, he did an amazing job, and I'm gonna applaud him for that for sure. We also did what we were supposed to do. We pulled the enemy to us, and then we pushed them back and killed them. That is what you want to do in a battleship. Like, if you just sit at the back of the map, you're gonna lose the game so many times over. Sure, you're gonna have games where you do massive damage, but those are gonna be outliers. Caps are also for BBs, and I really want to preface this for newer players because they tend to play battleship. Caps are also for battleships. It's just not at the beginning of the game. You gotta get in the cap when, you know, a lot of the DDs are down, a lot of the cruisers are down, and it's, you know, midway through the game. That's when you gotta cap. As we end the game here, and the Östergötland takes the MVP. Beautiful played by Mihu. I don't know, from 301st here. I don't know the fleet, but thank you for carrying us, my friend. Even though I still say we did pretty good in our Kremlin. Over 103k, it's not high, but it's definitely not bad either, considering what we did over at the cap. But definitely a great ship. I'm thankful that I went down this line. I'm very happy I did that, because boy did I enjoy playing Kremlin. So, like I said, this was a Kremlin maxed, and I was going for the tank build. Now, I don't take damage control sensor because it doesn't help you much. So I went with the gun upgrade instead. I went with dispersion, acceleration, and of course the legendary mod, which gives you plus 15 bow and deck armor and some main battery survivability, which is really good. People can still full pen you a lot easier if they go for your bow and stern. But most players tend not to. They tend to shoot for the Citadel, which is very difficult to get through in Kremlin. Here you can see the buff fully prepared. You get the 6th Sense, you get Honor Seeker Plus, and then of course the last skill down here at the bottom, which I believe is called Bulletproof, is just flat out 5% less damage cost by enemy shells, which is very powerful. It's gonna save you a lot of healing and damage you could have taken. So, like I said, I put Kremlin at a 7 out of 10, and it's actually becoming one of my more favorite BBs. I'm still not done grinding it on my main account, but ever since I've tried it on here, I've just been surprised to see how good it is, how fun it is, and I definitely don't think you need a legendary commander or the legendary mod for this ship to be good. But I hope you enjoyed this video. My name has been BobLyn, and I'm signing out.